Does joining a US-led tech coalition alter how China will now view India, geopolitically? We've been talking about it in the previous segment as well, but is Pax Silica a strategic alignment move, or is it consistent with India's multi-alignment doctrine? And how do you think China is going to be looking at all of this?
I don't see it as compromising India's multi-alignment. It's an alliance or a grouping in a particular segment of the economy where India doesn't have capabilities at present. We have capabilities in the IT, software, service industry. We design chips, but we have very incipient capability right now, which is being built in the field of fabrication and semiconductors. Similarly, with regard to artificial intelligence, it's two countries, US and China, which have the platforms which are being developed. But there are also open source platforms, and India needs to ensure that even as it ties up in Pax Silica, it continues to develop its own sovereign models and provides incentives for Indian companies to master the full cycle from cloud to servers to data banks and so on,
Yeah.
so that we have the ability to have sovereignty in this field, even as we benefit from collaborations by being part of a larger group where technology is available, which is looking at creating security of resources, particularly critical minerals, and so on. So if you remember with Joe Biden also, one of the crucial bilateral areas of cooperation had been this initiative on critical and emerging technologies,
That's right.
which had identified semiconductors, artificial intelligence, 6G and beyond telecom technology, space, and so on, quantum computing, as being areas where the two countries were going to partner with each other and create this ecosystem between business, academia, and government, which would then spill over into benefits for both countries. So it's not something which is a departure. We were doing it with the US earlier. The US has lent some urgency to the process by trying to create a broader grouping of countries which possess both technology or resources. And India was
All
initially
right.
left out. India was initially left out of this. We were not invited. But now I think this was the first olive branch that the Trump administration held out to India after our deal with the EU, that India would be invited. And quite frankly, given our design capabilities
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
area of advanced chips, I think that, I'm sure that many US companies would have pressed upon their
Yeah. We
government
bring a lot to the
that
table,
India is
Madam
an
Ambassador.
essential partner.
We bring a lot to the table.